That's it. That's all she wrote.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are 3 Trail Stitchers. We made it back. We're aiming for every 2 weeks, and we did it. One time successful.
Yes, one time. Just this one time.
Yeah. So, welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. And I think that's it. It's Labor Day weekend. It's still hot here. It's really humid today. Like, it wasn't bad this morning. We went and ate brunch out on a patio at the first watch. And it really wasn't bad.
No, it was nice out.
And then we went to our CC & Company, our LNS, and then we got back in the car and we're like, whoa. That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
It got really hot really quick. So, and then we went by Mom's and showed her what we got at CC.
Because we also got some stuff for her.
Yeah, we had to pick up a piece of fabric for her.
And floss.
And then we went to, we drove around the Independence Square to look at the Santa Caligon, because we're not going to the Santa Caligon.
Because that's as close as we want to get.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a hot mess.
Yes.
There was a lot of people. Not as much as there would have used to have been, but there was a lot of people, and it's hot. No.
It's hot.
Yeah, no, thank
Santa
you.
Caligon's like, like Independence's festival, like their fall festival. And it's been going on since, like somebody online posted like a video from the original, like a film from the original. Like it's a 2-minute film.
And it was like horses and buggies.
Yeah, that was part of the thing, but I think
it was part of the thing, but
Yeah.
it started.
No, I think this film was from like 1940.
Okay, Carrie knows everything. I know nothing.
I'm just saying, the movie was from 1940.
Okay.
Sarah's disgruntled.
Sarah's always disgruntled.
That's what happens when Sarah hangs out with us.
Yes.
She gets mad. All right, so I guess we'll just get into cross stitch.
Sure.
Sarah's already angry.
Sarah's
so
angry.
you wanna
Did
go?
you want to tell them what Santa Caligon stands for?
It's Santa, the Santa Fe Trail, the California Trail, and Gone, the Oregon Trail, Santa Caligon days. So, it was a big deal when we were little. We would always go with Mom and the grandparents, and
They'd have these huge craft tents and lots
Yeah.
of like actual real crafters, people who would make things with wood and quilts and
now it seems like it's a
crochet
lot of
and
like
knit and now
mass produced.
yes,
Yeah.
it's a, like an,
And people selling Scentsy.
I
And,
got
not that
nothing
there's anything
against
wrong with that.
Scentsy. I have my own personal Scentsy dealer,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like that, and like every other booth is someone trying to sell you
Like
siding,
windows.
windows, or-
security alarm.
and the
Place it's
food's
not
just
dirty,
not the
doors.
same. In fact, we saw a sign for, which this probably would have been good, the rolled ice cream.
Yeah.
But then there was also a sign for water ice. Can someone tell me what water ice is?
Yeah, I think
Literally, there's a sign.
there was like a little snow cone on the thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, why don't you just call it a
Snow cone. I
Maybe
don't know
somebody
what.
trademarked.
Which
what
I think snow cones people call different things in different parts of the country. It's
Well,
like
I
one of
get
those
it.
things.
Like, we go to Epcot and it's kakigori, okay? I mean, I get that, but I've never heard it called water ice.
Water ice. No.
water ice.
And if you are the water ice people and you're watching, I'm sorry.
It's water ice.
Come up with a better name.
Okay. So anyway,
All right, moving on.
so that's what's happening in Independence today. So we drove up there because you have to. Even if you're not going to go, you have to drive by. It's back to life.
That's the rules.
So let's get into it. Do we want to go in regular order or backwards order?
I'm going to go first.
Okay, so we're going to start
We're going
with
to go.
fully finished objects.
So I did not stitch this. I did not finish it, but my mom made it for me. Growing up, Little House on they still are. Little House on the Prairie was like one of my most favorite things, and they're my favorite books. And so Mom made me a Little House on the Prairie sampler. I don't.
It's
crap.
it's keep going and I'll think
Okay.
of
You
it.
know your mom's like screaming it.
Mom,
right
as
now.
soon as Mom watches this, she'll be screaming it. She put my initials, SMM, and she put Laura's initials, LIW, and it says, the real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong.
It's Beth Twist, but I can't for the life of me. So it's the person who did your
It's so good.
Huckleberry Farm, that's,
Yeah, I mean the designer's Beth Twist, but it's
God.
it's It's been long.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Anyway, so it is perfect. It's fabulous. It even has Jack the Brindle Bulldog, which is like one of my favorite parts of the story. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hang this up at home.
I know, it's so pretty.
Thank you, Mommy. You're the best.
Yeah,
I haven't finished anything of my own. I haven't stitched since the last time we filmed.
Do you have any fully finished objects?
No. Do I ever? No.
Sometimes you have had.
One.
Well.
I think in the what?
Do you have any finished objects?
No.
Okay.
I don't think many of us have finishes this week, so. Mom finished my Fabulous Women in History style by Clouds Factory. I did this on 14 count, I don't know, purple, peaceful purple maybe?
Something like that.
And so we did the yellow around it to kind of bring out the colors, and then we did this purple because I was thinking like the colors of like the suffragettes, like white, purple, and gold. But it was too like plain. It was too much purple, and so we kept going back and forth. And Mom's like, "Well, I'll just take it apart and we'll find something with a pattern or something."
print or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. So then she's like, "What about lace?" And at first I thought she meant she was going to cover the whole purple with lace, and I was like, "I think that's too much." So she had this lace, which was actually my grandmother's lace.
It's Mimi lace.
Yeah. And so she did it just around the edges, and honestly,
Perfect.
It's
yeah,
perfect.
I
It
really
is.
like it.
And the lace is just so very delicate.
And I think the lace like makes you think of like Susan B. Anthony and
Yeah.
Oh,
Elizabeth
absolutely,
Cady
yeah.
Stanton. So this is gonna go above my mantle. We have to put the hanger thing on the back, and then it's gonna go up there.
So it's got to go back to Mom's tomorrow.
Very excited to have that done.
Here, I'm going to lay it with
Okay. So thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
And it was really, that's the biggest thing I've ever stitched, and it was a joy. So someday I'll stitch the.
And you stitched it, honestly.
Pretty
you
fast.
stitched it pretty
Yeah, 'cause I was
fast,
gonna try to
'cause
do
you
it
were
in a
pretty
year,
into-
but-
yeah, and like she had it done.
I want to stitch the other Clouds Factory yearly style, which was, I don't remember what it's called, like people of the world, or people, the one.
Oh,
that,
I have that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Humans of the World or something, or Humans.
I do
Through
want to do
History
that,
or
but it'll be down the road.
something.
So that's my only fully finish. And do you have a finish? Like just a regular finish? Because that's a fully finish.
Oh, I finished my little bitty Corky Quaker hedgehog, but he's at home.
Did you have a
I
finish?
didn't even
No,
think
I
about
don't
it.
have any
I don't have a
finishes.
finish.
Okay, so no, I don't have anything else.
We are finishless.
Finishless.
So, whips. Oh, whips.
So anyway, last time we recorded, I said I thought I was going to start one of my spring year in the woods.
Oh, that raccoon. I was thinking you're like one of the Corky Quaker. Is what I was thought when you said it was.
No, she finished
No,
him.
I finished the trash panda. Anyway, so I started him, and I started him when
I
we
love
were
his tail.
together. So I did not get very much done, and like I said, I have not stitched since the last time we filmed. So that's all I have done is just the little top of his body.
He's really cute.
He is really cute.
Like
And-
those patterns are all so good.
Yeah, they are. And I really, I don't know. I just need to get my stitching mojo back. Maybe once school gets rolling.
His little paws. He's cute.
He's so cute. I walked out of my house. This is it's a raccoon story. Is all I have to say. I walked out of my house one time, and it was when I had my car parked out during the summer. I don't know why I had it parked outside instead of the garage, but I walked out, and on the back of my car were these little. You could tell they were little raccoon paw prints. They were so cute. I don't know if they were trying to break in. I don't know if they were trying to go for a joyride.
They're like, let's go, Mabel. Come on in.
Okay, that's all
Me,
I got.
I'm gonna.
Whips.
I didn't know if we were going like this.
Now we're
order.
going reverse age
Okay.
order.
So whips. I
Oh,
am
that's
working
cute.
on. That's from Fangirl Fibers. One of the
Oh,
boxes I
that's
got
really
from
cute.
her. This is the third part of the Tiny Modernist.
amazing.
I love that fabric.
I hope
Picture
that
of it,
message up
so-
in the corner doesn't say it's not recording.
No, it's just telling you that something new is available to
Oh,
be installed.
So here's what it looks like.
Sorry.
If you can
It's
see
really
that.
good.
It's really good.
So I've been working on that, and while I was waiting for it to come out, I started this quote from Yellowstone, and this is from Forbidden Fiber Company. And this is what it looks like. The quote says, there's sharks and minnows in this world, and if you don't know which one you are, you ain't a shark, which is a quote from Rip on the TV show Yellowstone, and That's what I have.
It's
Wow,
so
that
much.
is so good.
It is, but look how much color filled, like block.
I
That's big
know,
block.
but
It's
I love the. It's gonna do the thing again today, guys.
Yeah.
Where we know you can still see us,
But we panic.
but
we
we
panic.
can't see us.
It's a lot bigger than I thought because the piece of fabric does not seem that big.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Palomino from Forbidden Fiber Company. It was a little box.
Well, and I
with
love
the bag.
you got the threads with that too, right?
Yes, and these
I
are-
love the threads because you can really see the
threads.
variegation
Yeah,
in them.
That's neat.
Yeah, it is.
so those are my two.
I love this. I love
Yeah,
that fabric
I
so
love
much.
that too.
Yeah, that's Extrude Design. I think it's called Witch's Brew, maybe.
It should be called Awesome.
It's kind of like a purple.
Sorry.
It should be called Awesome Brew.
Awesome Brew.
Awesome Brew. Awesome Bro. No.
No.
Brew. We'll go with Brew.
All right, so I have 2 whips. So I finished, I think last week or last time, I showed the second part of the Sleepy Hollow Tiny Modernist Sal finished. I think I showed it finished because I think that night I started this.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe so.
Yeah.
So I started Cats, Bats, and Witches by Prairie Schooler, and this is on that crunchy printed Ada that I love so much.
yeah, it's like
they carry it
Charles-
now at Joann's.
Yes, I think it's Charles Craft, and I think it's called Sandstorm because I found it on 123 Stitch
Yeah.
because I want to use it for my winter animals.
I know people have feelings about crunchy Ada, but as you all know, I'm a fan. So, and I really love this. It's like the perfect fall.
Yeah,
It really
I
is.
like it. It looks good.
It
on
makes you
the-
think of just like dusk.
So I was working along, and if you go up, it's all words, and then like a little pumpkin guy. I'm backwards again. And then down, I was like, I'm gonna go down because this is like a row of houses, and I finished one house, and I was like, that was a dumb thing to do. And so I set it aside because I saw the first release for, well, not the first release, but the first little piece,
The first
extra
little
piece.
person.
Yes. In the
Critter.
Haunted
Creature.
Library Sal by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. And so
That's
I
amazing.
started stitching it. I'm sorry. I started this last, I don't know when, Saturday maybe?
Weekend?
Sunday?
Yeah.
Last Sunday, I think.
And so I have the top railing part done, and I've started to go down the staircase. So my goal is to finish the staircase on both sides first, like the whole first part, and then I'll go back in and over here. There's a ghost librarian, which is what sold me, and then the new part that just came out is this little skeleton dude who's reading a book, and there's books above him, and it's called Buried in Books. Come on.
It's perfect.
And
It's so
now,
good.
A
now I really
librarian's-
want to kit it up and do it.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
a
so good.
spooky librarian dream.
Yeah.
So, my shameful secret, which I keep talking about because
She
I'm
does.
frustrated with
It's
myself,
not really that great.
is I decided to stitch this on this piece of, because the model is on Vintage Country Mocha, I believe, which is, she does linen, of course, and I do Ada, and I'm like, I have a piece of that. Well, I stitched it on the wrong
here's the side with all the modeling.
flipping side.
And there's
But
the-
you know what?
But it still looks
I had
great.
this whole middle piece done, and I was like, I am not undoing that and going back.
Oh no! Because you imagine pulling all that out, like.
So it's fine on the tan. I will say I've only been stitching for 3 years now, but I've never done that before, and I hope to never do it again because I'm really mad at myself. Because I could have just bought cheap tan
Are you gonna?
instead of this fancy model
Are you gonna
stuff.
talk about these?
And no.
No.
And this needle minder is a little Shroot Farm needle minder that someone gave to either Sarah or Whitney at, or did you get it for me?
I think I picked it for you. Someone had a bunch of them, and they just kind of told us to go pick what we wanted. And I thought Carrie would like the radish because it made me think of. I don't think it's.
It's a beet. I know it looks like a radish, but it's
Okay. So it's not
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
I
I thought it was the radish earrings that Luna Lovegood wore.
yeah, no, it works both ways because I thought you knew it was a beet and you got it for me because I have a beet problem. Like I have a pickled beet
Oh,
problem.
she does have a beet problem.
I don't know why, because I hated them when I was a kid, but I have a pickled beet problem. But it's Shroot Farm, which is the office. That's
Oh,
Dwight
okay.
Schrute's,
And
yeah.
I see. I wouldn't have. I know.
And it's amazing. So whoever gave that to her at the camp where I was homesick,
You made Carrie happy.
yeah, I was very happy. I was like, oh, I love it. It doesn't go with this at all, but
I mean, it's great.
a beat for my haunted library. We're moving on to haul because we're moving fast.
Okay, I actually have some haul that's not open because I literally just pulled it out of my mailbox before we got here. So I got my new Bird Crush Club from Lindy Stitches.
Excited to see this.
So let's see what this.
I think I saw it online.
I may have too.
Oh, nope, didn't.
No,
See
I
it online. It's a different one.
It's the American
I love that.
Goldfinch. Look at that.
If you don't have the
Gloss.
shit, close your eyes.
Oh.
You haven't received your shit.
So
Avert your gaze.
there he is.
That's amazing.
That's
that
so
might be one of
good.
my favorites.
I
that's
really
a
need to
good
get to
one.
work on these because I want to make a big wall hanging out of all of them.
That color is amazing.
I know.
I love the screens too.
I love all of it.
That's really neat.
Okay, give it back.
Oh, the little stickers. I didn't know.
Yeah, you get little stickers every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I also got. So this was also in the mail. It's one of my Crazy Annie subscriptions. So let's see what I got.
She wouldn't let me open them in the car, so now it's
No.
taking longer
Right.
to open them.
Oh my god!
That was loud. Oh, that's
Okay.
your month.
Okay, so I got October last time, and I think I forgot to show it. Look at November.
Oh, yes, that's
he's a little
perfect.
squirrel.
It's a squirrel, and look at those colors. Oh my god.
Sarah's a November baby, so.
I am a November baby. And every, I don't know.
I'm a November baby.
I don't know, every 5-6 years, I'm a Thanksgiving baby, and I love it.
Those colors are amazing.
I also got part
That's really neat.
11
I like
of the
that one.
12-part Tiny Modernist Halloween Spooktacular.
These are so good.
And I went and grabbed all these. I think I'm going to work on some tonight.
I love that one.
These are so
Yeah.
good. I really love these.
And then
That's amazing.
last night, because I did not know this was a part of my my Just Cross Stitch subscription, because the Halloween's not.
Oh!
But I got the Ornament magazine, so it's part of my subscription.
I didn't even look. Did CC not have
She
it?
did have it.
Yes, she had it.
But I didn't say anything because I already have it. So
Well, I wanted it.
yeah, I don't care what you want.
She's
And then when we were at CC today, because
I
Mom
think
made
this is
me
cute.
do her shopping,
Oh.
I decided Mom owed me a pattern for delivery fees. So I got Brenda Jarvet a Witch in Her Garden, and yes, I plan on doing a drum, and yes, I'm going to see if I can find a pumpkin stem, and this will probably get started sooner than later.
You know, I'm really upset that you didn't tell me, because now I'm going to have to go back to CC next week.
I
Right.
know.
What a shame.
And you know us,
It's
we hate
terrible.
having to go to CC every week. that's terrible. So
Yeah,
this was all my haul for this week. For someone who hasn't been stitching for 2 weeks, I have a lot of stuff.
Super. There's some
Mm.
super cute stuff in here.
I'm gonna have to
This
get
might be-
these.
I might like this one better than
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Halloween one.
You can look later. Focus. Yeah, there's some really cute stuff in here.
Paul. Oh, no, it's you.
Paul, okay, I have a box from
Ooh.
Forbidden Fiber Company because I'm addicted. This is called their RIP box. This is the little project bag.
Love
that
it. And
came
the little
in.
bats are sparkly.
Yeah, that's
They're
sparkle.
awesome. That is a really cute bag.
And then it came with.
Is it just
Oh. She
It's
probably dyed this.
probably?
Yeah,
And then she probably just like cricketed that or something.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh my
they're
god.
I
that's
thought they're little
awesome.
bags.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pattern
I like
that it came with,
Oh, I see
and it came with this floss that's called
Fabric.
Fabric. Thank you. Is that an A? Dappled Moonlight.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a bluish, grayish kind of
that.
color.
Oh, you don't need that. That should be ours.
And then all their amazing floss.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm getting her Star Wars box that's supposed to come out, I think, around Christmas. It's like 12 days. I cannot wait.
and then this little bitty skull
Very
needle
cool.
minder. So, and then I bought a piece of fabric at CC today because Carrie and I are going to start a project.
Sarah was going to start too.
Sometime. We'll
Maybe
talk
one
about
of
it in a
these
minute. Let me
days.
go. I'm going to go get it.
Go get yours.
Okay. Sorry. you guys
It's
have to
called
see me.
Heather,
Stand
and it's like a purplish gray.
It's really
Kind of
pretty.
color.
The camera is
fiber
not
on a
doing
whim.
it justice
Yeah, it's
at
really
all.
because it looks kind of like a. And then I bought a scrap piece of linen because I'm gonna stitch on linen. Stacy. So I finally bought a little scrap piece so I can do something small on it to start off with. And that's my haul.
I had fabric too. I bought 3 pieces of that Sandstorm from 123 Stitch, but they're laying at home.
What did I do with the little card that was with these? Okay, so
Oh,
my haul is not very exciting, but
crud, I had more stuff. Go
I
ahead.
bought a piece of cheap crunchy Ada from Amazon, the evil empire of Amazon, to stitch. I purchased Caterpillar Cross Stitches Christmas Advent, which starts in September, so I really need to get my act together. September 15th? I don't know. So I was able to get like a 20 by 30 piece for like $9. And honestly, it's not that much. It's crunchy as all get out, but I don't care. I, at CC today, bought fabric. I bought a piece of, I love this Mystic Fabrics Witch's Brew. Each piece is like really different.
Yeah.
And this one's a lot more like day glow, neon-y. I love this stuff so much. I did, the other piece I did that Stephen King quote on, which I need to finish and do something with. I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about this. I was watching Helen D, and she bought some needle minders. I think she had her leave the magnet off because they're meant to be like refrigerator magnets, but she's going to turn them into needle minders. I went ahead and got the magnet on it because I don't mind a big magnet, but we're going to see if they work well. I might have to pull the magnet off and start over. These are all three from the Sketchy Pumpkin, which is the Sketchy Pumpkin shop online.
Is the card stitched?
Yes, it's really cute. She has just like a
That's
single
cute.
line of stitch. And it looks like she's on Instagram and TikTok as the Sketchy Pumpkin and Sketchy Pumpkin shop. So this is the one that two of them won me over. This one is actually a pin that I'm going to take the back off
Yeah,
of.
and if she has any more of them, I'm
Yeah.
going to be buying one.
This is like
because
the
that
old-
is-
Those things were so awesome.
Yeah,
bomb.
like the old McDonald's Halloween buckets, which they don't do anymore because we can't have fun anymore.
Yeah,
in
because
the world.
we can't have nice things.
So very excited for this, very pumped. This is the other one that made me want is the Hellfire Club,
I love that.
and it's one of the wooden, and I love wooden needle minders.
I
so
do
I'm
too.
I do too.
really hoping it works out. And then because I just needed to, I also bought this one, which is Fright Club. Amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
So those I bought from her, and I mean, I got all three of these. It may have been like $10.
Wow, that's
They were
I
really-
know you said it was really reasonable.
Yeah, they're really inexpensive, and I could be lying. It could have been more than that.
It was probably $1,000, and she's just not
Because you
telling
just
us.
block it out. It was $1,000. Okay, and then, like Whitney, you showed yours, right?
I didn't take it out of the package, but I can.
I bought this, which is Fiber on a Whim, 14 count Heather. It's very cool fabric because in the car it's super gray. Inside CC it's very purple.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And
on
here you're
camera,
really seeing all of it.
yeah, Whitney's almost looks more purple than mine
Yeah,
at that angle.
Camera's not doing too bad a job. It's just not really picking up the purpley in it.
Yeah, Whitney's is slightly larger than mine. Hers is like 18
By 27.
and mine's
Yeah.
17 by 27,
Yeah.
so not that big of a deal. But we have decided, we've been talking about it forever, and we're like, we're going to do this. And then I think changed our mind before we left CC, but it's going to happen.
I changed my mind before I made my purchase.
So we're going to, I've wanted forever, I love Sleepy Hollow. Like I love all versions of Sleepy Hollow and all the Sleepy Hollow patterns. So we're going to stitch this Glendon Place Sleepy Hollow, which a lot of people have done before, and I think people have salved and all that stuff. But I bought the beads, which we're thinking maybe we'll be able to share beads.
I would think
If
so.
not, they're not that expensive, so we can
Yeah.
buy more. Now, we do have to buy all of this.
All the floss.
And I have chosen, I don't think I'm going to do the Krynic, so, you know, if you want to try to convince me, feel free. But I don't think I want to do it. I might try to find, like, I'll either just use colors that are close or, like, an Etwall that's close.
Well, but didn't you also say that Sublime Stitching has some metallics?
Yeah,
she
which I
used
might
to do
use
metallics.
those.
We're not sure if she still sells them or not.
But there's 3 Krynics, and then I will buy the Water Lilies, Lemon and Lime, because that's the moon.
And it's, Cece has it stitched up in the store, and it's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. But I mean, also, like, all of their models are
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
astounding. So we're going to do it on this Heather, which is a little different than the picture. They do it on
Haunted.
by Picture This Plus, but I'm not a huge Picture This Plus person just because of the
Well,
texture
and
of the fabric.
I'm sorry, but I also feel like this is a very Halloween-y night color.
Yeah.
This is like that color.
I think this is beautiful.
when you're waiting to
Oh,
go
yeah.
trick or treating, but it's not dark yet.
Yeah, when mom's like, no, you can't wear that.
Mom's
put a
like,
coat on over
put
it.
a coat on over that cute costume.
Yeah, it's
Because,
cold.
you know, it might get down to, I don't know, 50.
You'll get pneumonia.
You'll die. Yeah, Linda.
So we're gonna watch for like a sale at the Joann's, and we're going to buy all of our DMC, our 9,000 DMC, and we're gonna start it.
We're gonna do it.
So we had convinced
Why don't
Sarah,
you guys give yourselves a start date?
it's a lot of pressure.
October 1st.
October 1st, we're going to start it.
Okay.
I think that's totally doable.
What did you convince Sarah of?
We had convinced Sarah to do it with us for like 1 second,
Yeah.
And maybe 25 seconds.
and then she looked at it and she's like,
There's a lot of backstitch.
yeah.
That'll be my downfall.
Oh, yeah,
You know
because
how
I have
feel
2
about
projects
backstitch.
that are fully finished except the backstitch
Yeah.
right now.
It's my nemesis.
I feel like I
don't
need to
it.
make myself backstitch it as we go.
That's what I started doing, like on little
Mhm.
projects like this. It's just then it's done, and
So
Yeah.
maybe that's what we're going to tell ourselves. And then we don't have to go back and beat it.
I
yeah.
think if I want to participate, I might get the Haunted Mansion from Frosted Pumpkin out. Not Haunted Mansion. Sleepy Hollow. Don't they have a...
Oh, they have a Sleepy
you've
Hollow. Yeah, you could do any Sleepy Hollow.
It's
Yeah.
like a sampler.
It's a
and you guys
sampler.
got that Sleepy Hollow box. So you probably have lots of Sleepy
Oh, I have
Hollow
lots of
patterns.
Sleepy Hollows. I
Sarah
will
got
find-
the Sleepy Hollow box.
Oh,
I
you did
didn't.
get that one.
Sarah
I will
got
find a Sleepy Hollow to start with them.
So if you want, I mean, I can't promise we'll do it. But we are
it. We
determined.
talk a good game.
Yeah, we
but-
talked about starting it September 1st. That didn't happen.
Okay, well, I say you start October
October
1st, and we will actually be at Galleria October 1st. And
Will we?
so
September 30th. We'll be
We're-
there on the 30th.
we're there on the
Oh.
30th. The next day's the 1st.
First,
That's
yeah.
when we leave.
Okay.
So if you happen to see us, you might say, hey, did you girls bring your stuff to start your Sleepy Hollows?
Keep us honest.
But if you
Make
want to
us
stick
do
with
it.
us, feel free. We'll come up with a name.
And by the
if
next
you don't feel like you have to.
and
Yeah,
by the
it's
next
totally fine.
time we record, I will have a Sleepy Hollow picked out to also start.
And
on
this is
October
100% a start along. Not
Start
a
along.
stitch
Yeah,
along,
it's definitely a
because
start along.
it's going to take us 25 years. So,
And I'm gonna pick one that is small.
but I love it. I've loved it forever because
The
it's
Stitcher one is good.
this
It
model
came out
has
of
hung
those.
in CC. I mean, as long as
Oh,
I can
forever.
remember.
Yeah.
For as
And
long as
so
we can
I go
remember.
look at it and I just stare at it. They have
Yeah.
lots of Glennon Place models. And I'm like,
We pretty much stared all of them.
Yeah, they're amazing.
so anyway, that's our big. That's technically a plan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we bought the beads too, but that's all my haul.
The only haul that I forgot was I had pre-ordered the.
Oh, did you
Um,
do this?
yes, I
Wow.
did.
The colors
I
are
pre-ordered
amazing.
the Autumn Garden palette from Top Knot Stitcher, and you got Dandelion, Golden Gully, Spruce, and Terracotta.
Who are these done by?
Mhm.
Cottage Garden Threads. Oh,
Cottage
yeah,
Garden
they're out
Threads.
of. I think they're
Out
from
of
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of designers that did patterns to go with these during Expo. So I have ordered one from Stacy Stitches, and I'm
That's
gonna be
amazing.
100% honest and
Is
tell
she
you.
Stacy Stitches or Stacy C Stitches?
I think
That's
she
a
was
Stacy
Stacy C. I think
Stitches.
she's Stacy Stitches now.
Yeah.
All right, I was gonna see if I could find the
Sorry,
one.
Stacy.
No, that's okay. Sorry, Stacy. But I also saw Tawny Modernist had one today, so I might buy hers, and I'm hoping there's enough floss to do both because they're both smaller patterns.
Yeah,
These are
they all did like
amazing.
small.
Yeah,
Yeah, the colors are amazing.
yeah, those are
I have
amazing.
Because I went back and forth,
Regrets.
and I was like, yeah,
There we go.
I
same.
got regrets.
Okay.
This
No.
Golden Gully.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Where-
Those are gorgeous.
Okay, I don't know where
Gorgeous.
my. I was gonna try and tell you the pattern I ordered. Oh, there it is. I ordered Autumn Crow by Pansy Patch Quilts. I can't.
Yeah, I won't.
It
do it.
won't do it. Oh, there. Okay. And so that's
Wow.
the pattern I ordered from Stacy Stitches. Sorry, it's really. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get the one that came out on Tiny Modernist sent a newsletter out either yesterday or today.
I think some people did some freebies too. If I'm
Yeah,
not
I feel like
mistaken.
there was just a ton of stuff, and so I'm hoping there's enough here to do both of them. These are my colors. Fall is my jam. And jelly.
It's both her jam and her jelly
And my peanut butter.
and your peanut butter and your
And my
and your
jellyfish.
goober.
And my goober.
That's the peanut butter jelly. That stuff is disgusting.
It's
by the way.
gross, yeah.
I was
And
watching.
if you
this-
like it, we're sorry, but that's gross.
I don't remember who it was.
You're
There was someone
wrong.
who was tasting it, like two actors they were like either Australian or British, and I mean they spit it out. They were like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
I remember we begged and begged Mom to buy it once.
Yeah, like when it first came out.
When it first came out, and of course, that was like
the 80s were a glorious time.
Yeah, Mom is a single mom.
I don't
We
like
didn't buy
peanut butter
stuff
jelly
that we weren't
together.
going to finish.
Is that weird?
Yeah, you're
I
wrong.
like them separate, but not mixed
That's
together.
weird.
God, she's wrong. But she wouldn't. We had to finish the whole jar.
Yeah.
Ew.
We bought it. You're
Finishing
finishing
it. You're eating it.
So anyway.
We never asked for any of it again.
All right. So plans.
My plan is I think I'm going to work. Now that I got my raccoon out, I kind of want to work on it. I'm either going to work on my raccoon or I'm going to work on some of my tiny modernist Halloween. These go. My bag, Mom, baby. These go super quick, and I think I have 2 done. Well, just tell her.
I think I need a bag.
There you go,
Please.
Linda. So I'm probably
You
gonna.
could do one of your cross stitch pieces. and
Yes.
have her-
I could, but my cross stitch pieces are probably as big as that.
Yeah.
You don't
Well, you
have
just have to look
Well,
through 'em.
you don't have something smaller.
I don't know.
Just go through 'em.
I'll
and
show
see what
you
you have.
mine because it's pretty good size.
We're volunteering Mom to make Whitney a bag. So I'm gonna. I don't know. It'll be one of those. But I'm probably also gonna sit down and buy a couple of patterns tonight because I'm
That's what
broke
we
and
do.
why not?
It's only money.
It's only money.
Who
You
needs
can't take
to
it with
eat?
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can be buried with your cross stitch stuff.
It's true.
You could.
You could.
Your
Plans. I'm going to try to keep working on
I love
the
it
Tiny
so much.
Modernist
I do too.
Sal because
I
there's
just love that fabric.
quite a bit in there.
I want that fabric.
But that's my plan, and then I'll go back to Mr. Rip until October 1st.
You're a, what is the shark? Are you a shark? Is that what it is? A shark? You're either a...
I'm probably
Well, she's not a minnow.
I'm probably more a minnow than I am a shark, but I like to talk like I'm a shark, but
We're
you
sharks.
know.
We don't have the energy to be
don't let her
sharks.
kid you.
No.
Oh,
sorry. I was just gonna say I was a shark to the guy who let himself onto my porch last night.
Yeah.
That would make me be a
That's
shark.
Mm-hmm.
My plans are okay. So I was supposed to start. I was going to start the. I like fall. I love fall.
I love
The frosted pumpkin with Erica from Steel City Stitchers and Jenny Stitching. I mean, I jumped on. They didn't. They didn't. I wasn't a part of the decision, but I was like, I'll do that. And so I had it all ready to go. But like, I'm feeling this, and I don't want to stop because I'm afraid I won't go back to the staircase. I mean, I'll go back to the little cuteness, but so I'm going to work on. My goal is to finish this side of the staircase this weekend. But honestly, because it's a 3-day weekend, I could probably finish part of this as well.
Yeah.
Because I do, when I get going, I stitch pretty quick. So that's my new goal. And then I'm just going to keep going. When I get caught up with this, I'll probably go back to this, or I'll just start something completely new because, I mean, on October 1st.
Right. We're going to start that.
Plans.
All the plans.
Okay. So that's probably it for cross stitch. So we're going to move on to what we're reading, watching, listening to, our little media corner. So if you don't want to listen to that, you don't have to, believe me.
We don't
But if
blame
you
you.
want to, feel free to stick around. I mean, I have some recommendations, but not a lot. But yeah, if you want to leave, then we'll see you next time. No big deal. We don't know. That's what somebody was saying. They're like, if you don't want to stick around for the fall, it's not like we're going to know. So,
That's true. We'll just pretend you're out there listening to
yeah,
everything.
but
we
hopefully
say.
we will be back in another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're going to make it happen. We got goals. Hashtag goals.
I don't have any goals. I don't want goals.
I mean, Flosstube goals.
I don't want goals.
Okay. All right, so media corner. Sarah, start us off.
Oh, crud. Okay, I finished the second book, and I think it was Erica Woods. So there was Hunted and Assembly, and the second one was spicier. Yeah, I was happy. And I'm telling you, if I could find me a pack of werewolves, I'd be the happiest girl on the planet.
Don't exist.
They don't. So book 3, I don't know when book 3 is coming out, but it needs to hurry up because it ended on a cliffhanger of cliffhangers. And so then I started reading, oh my Kindle. I am done listening to The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. It is one of our Mark Twain books in our state this year. This year for 4th through 8th graders. It was hilarious.
I have it at school. I need to tell the kids about it.
Oh my goodness, it was so funny. And I wish I had read the book instead of listening to it. Because every once in a while he'll refer to something and you know there's a picture in the book for you to look at.
Yeah, I hate that. That's one reason I don't read a lot of kids' books on Kindle.
Yeah. And so I think there's 1 or 2 more books in the series, and this was our first full week of school, and I've already got kids begging me for it. It is the longest list I have of holds so far. So I guess I talked it up enough to them. Now I'm listening to Coop Knows the Scoop. Wow. And it starts off, I'm only 2 or 3 chapters in. It starts off, these kids are working, they're in a small town in Georgia. And a skeleton has been found at the local baseball field. And so that's going to be the mystery. Everyone in town is trying to figure out, there hasn't been anyone disappeared or anything. So they're all trying to figure out this mystery. So I think it's going to be pretty good too. All right, I was trying to find my Kindle. There it is. Trying to find the adult book I'm reading. Nope, that's Assembly. I'm done with Assembly. Oh, mercy. Oh, okay. I'm reading. This is the second in a series too. It's Jade Presley, and it's called The Revenge. I think I already returned the first book. I don't know what the first book was called, but it was really good too.
Do you have Kindle? Oh, you got from the library.
What?
I thought maybe
I
you
have
had Kindle
Unlimited. No, I do have Kindle Unlimited.
Do you still have Kindle Unlimited?
Do I use it?
Well, I've been using it more. So it's Jade Presley. The second book's called The Revenge. I cannot remember what the first book's called. But it's another one of those where I kind of thought it was going to be like spicy, and it doesn't get spicy till later. But the second book is really spicy. So, and it's another paranormal. So, it's like they're like
there's a lot of those
fairies or aliens. I don't even know what they are. I don't care. They're hot. Well, I live vicariously through my books. I have been, so other than the audiobooks that I'm listening to, I listen to Strange and
Unexplained.
Yes. And
every time.
The episode, every time.
You need to stitch that for her.
You really do. The last one I listened to, well, there was a disappearance one, and like it was weird. Like the woman in the story, like there's literally no trace, and they have been looking for her for 15 years, 20 years, I'm not sure. But the one before that was Death by Disney.
Oh, like people that have died.
And it's people, and no one dies on Disney property.
Well, no, there's lots of places where that doesn't happen.
Yeah, there's lots of places that doesn't happen. But there were some good ones too, and there was a few I knew of because being Disney freaks. But there was a couple that I was like, I don't ever remember hearing that one, and it was from all the different parks. So, watching. Okay, I've been exhausted. I haven't stitched. I've watched a ton of Bob's Burgers. Like, I think I've gone through 2 seasons in the past 2 weeks. That's what I have to say about that.
I like the color. I think it's I look like I'm in some weird light. Do you see it?
It kind of looks like
I look
like
paler
maybe,
than I am.
Like maybe the aliens.
Like I look like I'm the same color as my shirt.
She is the same color as her shirt. Don't let her kid you. And I think that's it for me. That was very rambly. Sorry.
Me, I actually finished a book.
You liar.
I know. It's called My Dearest Darkest. It's about a girl in a private school that unleashes a demon. It's really good. I started a book, I think it's called The Lighthouse Witches. It takes place in Scotland. It's about 2 girls that disappeared and like the legend around the witches I just literally started the first page the other night.
That's good.
So I tend to read those during my infusions instead of sitting around at home reading. So it takes me longer to read them. But not listening to anything, and I really haven't honestly watched that much other than just the regular garbage that's on TV. But my baking shows start next week, so the Halloween Baking Championship starts the 12th, just in case you all are interested. That's my jam. And so I've watched a lot of Big Bang Theory and Guys Grocery Games and typical kind of stuff like that. So.
Yeah, the other night I just had it, like I was sitting and reading and I had the TV on mute. I don't know why I even had to have the TV on, but in the background was Guys, Diners, Drive-ins, Diners, and Dives.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while I'd look up and be like, oh, what is that? I'd listen for a while and I get
Yeah,
back to
that's like,
reading.
I could watch that all the time.
Yeah,
Just the background noise.
it's just some
I mean, there is a
background
Yellowstone marathon on this weekend that I'm missing to hang with you guys.
Wow.
So
Well,
there's the level that you guys are at in my life
wow.
over Yellowstone.
So you're
so
12,000 rewatches.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
This lighting is weird.
It is.
Maybe it's Sarah's
it is.
computer. I don't know.
I think it's just you.
See, look. And then I go back and it's like.
I get it. I see
Yeah.
it now. Okay.
Oh, and then the screen went. We gotta change the time, like the go to sleep time.
Well, I am gonna buy a new stand for my phone with a ring light on
And
it.
just
It's
record
like
on the phone.
it's like $17 on Amazon. We're getting it. We're just gonna start
Yeah.
recording on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. So let's see. Reading, I reread. I think last time I was rereading Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade, and so I just went ahead and really read the second one, All the Feels by Olivia Dade. I really like those books. They're good. The third one comes out in November, so that's why I was kind of like, it's just like comfort reading and preparing myself for the new book. So, and then I picked up. I haven't been reading much since I finished that. I just finished it this week, but I did pick up Too Hot to Handle by Tessa Bailey. I've heard good things about her books, and I've never read them, so we went to the bookstore the other night, and I was like, I'm going to buy myself a couple books. So I bought that, and then I bought The Love Hypothesis. I don't know why I'm reading contemporary romance currently, but it's just what I'm into. And then I finished that Broken Doors, which is about no-knock warrants from the Washington Post. Highly recommend. It was very interesting. And then I went back and listened to like My Favorite Murder, and then I started a podcast called Mother Country Radicals, which is about the organization The Weathermen, which were a radical organization in the 1960s. And the guy who is the host of it is his mother was one of America's Most Wanted at one point because she was one of the leaders of the Weathermen. And it's like him talking to his like he grew up on the run, like what's the movie with River Phoenix?
Oh.
Keep going.
Anyway, that's what it kind of, that's what I think
remember.
of as a child of the 80s who was in love with River Phoenix. But it's really interesting. I told Mom to listen to it, and I think she started it as well. So, because they also talk about other organizations like the Black Panthers and other organizations like that were all kind of intermingled and interconnected and during that time. So that's kind of stuff I listen to. And then
Little Nikita. Running on Empty.
Running on Empty. That's a great movie.
I don't know that I've ever seen it.
It's a great movie. River Phoenix.
So sad.
Just take a moment. Watching. I decided to rewatch Outlander, and not technically rewatch because I have never watched like the last 3 seasons. I just kind of got out of it.
Does Mom know this about you?
Yeah. Shameful secret, because I read the books. I haven't read all the books, but I read probably the first 4 books.
You said the books weren't sexy enough for you.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying the show, they're sad. Like, as you go on, there's just lots of, not that, of course, there were sad things happened, but, sometimes you're just not in the mood for the sad.
For the
Got
deep
it.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
She did say something about the sexy.
Yeah, she did.
when that's all you got time for is the sad. So I'm rewatching that. I'm on season 2, and I don't know if you've watched Memphis Sarah lately, but she finished her Outlander sampler, which is by the Sampler Girl on Etsy. It is not listed in her store, but I messaged her, and she set up a thing so I could buy it. So highly recommend. It's adorable. Well, I mean, it's really pretty, but it's also adorable because it has like little pieces of the show. And anyway, so I bought that. So at some point, I'm going to stitch that while I'm rewatching Outlander. And have I watched anything else? I watched a ton of Flosstube this week, the last 2 weeks, because when I get home from work, I'm just tired, and Outlander's like my weekend watch. So I've been watching I've caught up with like Connie and Melina from Count Twice, Stitch Once. I watched Handwork Maniac and Memphis Sarah. I think I watched the last Stacy Stitches. So Bobby, I've just watched a lot of people that I kind of got behind on. Welcome Stitchery, which I really enjoy watching them. Like, we love them anyway because
Yes.
and we've only been once. I mean,
I know, but
to her store, but we really want to go back.
Yeah, we want to go back so bad.
So they're just are really fun to watch. So yeah, so floss tubes, and that's about it. Nothing too exciting. And yet, also exciting. So we will probably not be with you next week. We'll probably do the every 2 weeks as long as we can keep with it. So it just gives us kind of a little break and gives us a chance to stitch more.
Yes.
So
Sarah.
yeah.
What?
I wasn't going to say anything, but
I'm gonna pay for that comment later.
Okay,
I can't imagine, like, Welcome Stitchery, they do what is it? It's like whips and sips, and they always have, like, a drink. I'm like, I can't imagine if we also drank.
Oh, Lord, no.
You guys would not. See it.
The problem is when I'm in the mood to read, like, I don't wait until bed to read. Like, I'll sit and read all day Saturday or all day Sunday on my Kindle.
Yeah, I don't. I read every night before I go to bed.
Yeah, and I don't do that. So if I'm in the mood to read, I sit and read. If I'm in the mood to stitch, I sit and stitch. If I'm in the mood to just sit there and play on my iPad, that's what I do. So I do need to make myself, I think if I would just come home from work, eat something quick, and then tell myself you have to put 10 stitches in, I know I would keep going.
Yeah, it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially the first couple weeks of school, I think
it's the Amazon. There's an Amazon guy, and he has his door open, and the radio is like
blaring. I was like, who is talking?
He is jamming.
But I think now that the first few weeks of school will be wrapping up, I'll kind of feel more like.
Well, I think like we stitch because it's good for our brain. Well, reading's good for your brain too. So I mean, you just But I've never been like an all day. As much as I love reading, and reading's always been a part of my life, and I'm a big reader and fast reader, I don't read all day. I never do that. Mom will do that. She'll sit and read.
I can do that.
I just read, like, if I'm sitting in my car waiting for someone, I read every night before I go to bed. But I don't just like hang out and read.
I've never been that kind of reader.
So anyway,
losers.
We will let you go because we meant to be short and we probably rambled now. So, but we will see you next time. We hope you have a good week. We hope you're staying healthy, and I hope it's starting to cool off where you are, because it's certainly not cooling off here. Not that I want winter, but come on. I like to wear a sweatshirt at some point again in my life. Can I wear a sweatshirt?
Just a long sleeve shirt.
I want to wear a sweatshirt. I want to wear shorts and a sweatshirt at the same time. Is that too much to ask for?
I know. Like,
not me. I want bugs to die. I want everything growing, everything green to die.
Yeah, allergies
I'm
are
ready
real
for
right
it
now.
Yeah, allergies are. I feel like I've had my fall allergies all summer long.
Yeah,
I have my fall allergies.
We don't have allergy seasons anymore in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
It's constant.
All year.
So if you don't get your 7 hard freezes, we don't get a break.
Yeah.
So
I'm
ready.
Get that anymore.
I'm ready for it all to die. Sorry, nature, but
that's Sarah. Yeah. All right, so we'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you real soon.
Okay, I gotta get
This
up.
is when
Keep
we
waving. Keep waving. Keep going, girls. I'm not done yet. I gotta find the button. Where's the arrow?
Bye-bye.
So terrible.
Where's this
Bye-bye.
off